What DVD's that there, Alex?
DVD. Oh, that there. What this is? Zombiehood.
It's a bit glary. Sorry about that. Which was filmed in Nottingham, and it's a who's who of who's around Nottingham sort of thing.
And we've given it a rewatch.
Yeah,
and,
a few times.
And you're going to give your thoughts on it, yeah?
Yeah, I think Zombiehood was like one of those films that's done round about the same time as Wasteland sort of thing.
Yeah, there was kind of like a renaissance in the Midlands of zombie movies being filmed.
Yeah, and they used some of the same locations sort of thing. Tom Wadlow's Wasteland, this is by Steve Best, I believe. Is it by Steve Best?
Yeah,
Steve Best, do you know Steve Best?
Yeah, I met him in the production of Zombiehood. And, yeah, it's been a few years since watched it. I thought we'll give it a watch and give it a review. So
basically, zombie outbreak, no explanation, is there really? No. And it's all set around Nottingham.
So it's like, for people in Nottingham, it is like a tourist guide with zombies.
Definitely. And like everybody chipped in to back the film. Not only that, tried to get scenes done, little vignettes here and there, which kind of spliced into it. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, this is a film that from what I understand, if I remember rightly, was filmed over like 2.5 years. They were doing this film.
So we're talking Walking Dead was taking off.
Sometimes they could only film at weekends because people were only available then, and then they had somebody who would be working on the film for 2-3 days, and they would do their bit, and then next weekend they'd have somebody else doing another scene do it for 2-3 days, and then they had their main actors, and it was over a long period of time that it was filmed. This was a passion project for the people behind it.
Yeah, for Steve Best and company.
And even though it is a low budget zombie movie, you can tell there was a lot of passion in this film.
I feel like some of the shots were like the zombies with the shadows.
The person behind the camera got some beautiful little shots here and there all through the film. It's a bit jigsaw-y in its structure as a film, beginning, middle, and end. But then again, that's because of how it was produced over a period of time. Like as you say, there are lots of cutaways, and there's a character you'll have in one scene you never see again, and then you'll go back to the main characters. So you have like they kind of spend the first half of the film, all these individual characters coming together, trying to survive, and then heading for a big zombie, typical big finish
finale,
which is like, not trying to be any spoilers, but like most zombie movies, not many people survive.
Not
many survive.
Yeah, that's right. And like I recognised, you pointed out there was Void, the shop in Hockley that was used, and that one of the owners played a zombie sort of thing on Void.
There's a lot of like, you said there was somebody from Big Brother in this.
Oh yeah, Mark from Big Brother, who looks like Wolverine.
Yeah.
He was a past Big Brother contestant. He makes a cameo like at a party scene at the start of the film sort of thing. I thought, I know you, and he's probably like one of the bigger, I say bigger names, but I wouldn't say acting names or anything like that, but like bigger celebs that was kind of like featured in this sort of thing. And did you get to meet him, or was you?
No.
Tell us a bit about like.
It was difficult for me to do it to review because I was involved in the project on a couple of days. I did a bit of background zombieing.
That's fair enough.
So now I was involved in it, so I'm a bit biased. That's why I want to get your opinions on it as a film.
Yeah. Well, I've watched it a few times, and it holds special memories for me because this and Wasteland, because I was on Wasteland, I did see this advertised for zombies, but I didn't actually, I think I saw it a bit too late at the time online. So stuff like this does hold special memories for me, and I do love Nottingham, and obviously you see the different areas of Nottingham sort of thing, and it's like a tourist guide. It's fun to think, oh, I know that place, I recognise it, that's Market Square, and like, but it's abandoned, and like, I know that face sort of thing, and so
then you go, I work with that person.
I know that person. Yeah, exactly. And so that becomes a bit of a fun thing for it. So if you're into zombie films,
I mean, that's the thing, is that it's that fun end is for people who are Nottingham. Yeah, and anybody outside of Nottingham, they're not going to care.
But probably true as well.
What I want to do is what you're thinking of it as a film. As in, people who are not involved in it are not in Nottingham.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's as a film.
I think any zombie fan might be able to get a kick out of this sort of thing, and it is low budget, I will give it that. There are some visual effects in there, some digital effects and stuff like that. Like there was a zombie like with half of its body missing, which
was really good.
Which probably would have green screen sort of thing. So there are a few little cheeky nods to like some classic kind of like old practical effects, and like the Greg Nicotero thing. I think Jane Hyman, as well as of FX artists, worked on this to do the special effects and the makeup effects and stuff like that. I know from Nottingham sort of thing, and it was fun for what it was. And like when you're guiding me through the film and like saying, "Oh, this is a vignette. This is leading up to this," sort of thing, without giving it away to me or anything like that. I actually kind of sat down and enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed Wasteland. So I enjoyed Wasteland just as much. It's Derby versus Nottingham. Yeah, exactly, because it's Derby for Wasteland, Tom Wadlow, and Nottingham, Steve Best for Zombie Horde.
Maybe they could do like a versus zombie movie thing.
Yeah, Wasteland versus Zombie Horde. That's a funny idea. But I'll probably give it about a 3 out of 5, something like that.
Cool.
3 out of 5,
Cool.
so.
Cool, yeah.
And now I'll leave it there with Zombie Horde. Do you want to add anything?
I think we've got everything. I mean, we could talk more about the. And I think some of the actors in this were really good. I mean, considering this was
Charlotte Hadley,
Lottie Horror, yes.
I recognise her face because I know her from Twitter. So she seems a sweet girl. She's got like a bit of a small role in this. You knew more of the actors' names and faces.
There's Harry, who is brilliant in this. I mean, I've worked with Harry at the Nottingham Arts Theatre, a superb actor, and I think what he brought to his performance was spot on. And there's the guy who played the comedy, well, not exactly comedy character, but I thought he was the heart of the group. He was brilliant.
Yeah.
The guy who played Sam, yes, he did well, a little bit over top at times, but what he brought was good. The ones I thought was slightly weaker was the 2 female leads. I mean, they were brilliant in what they did. But
I did like the female characters.
The little girl
as well.
Oh, the little girl, she was fantastic.
Yeah, the little girl
she was fantastic for what she had to work with. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, considering these are all
and the old man.
Yeah, Harry. That's what I mean. Harry. He was spot on.
Yeah.
I say the 2 female characters, they were good. But I don't think they were quite on their mark for what they needed to bring, because the story does kind of like it's their friendship.
Yeah.
And that, unless you're really paying attention, it's hard to follow that, because that does come to be the finish at the end of the movie. It's about their friendship, and each one feels betrayed by the other. Now, if you're just watching the movie, you might not pick up on that, and that is
maybe watch it a few times. Maybe watch the film a few
twist.
times, and if you got like 90 minutes spare, check it out.
Yeah.
I'll definitely give it probably about 3 out of 5 sort of thing. You can't really rate it because you're
I'm biased.
But like I said, I enjoyed it.
1 out of 5.
Yeah, exactly. Check this out, and also check out Wasteland, which I've already reviewed. Sorry, and I believe Alex is going to
I'm
review
going to be
it.
reviewing that on another channel.
Yeah, which I'll leave the link to. So enjoy Zombie Horde. Zombie. Oh, whoops. Well, wake up. We've got a video to do. We just watched 2 later ECW shows on the WWE Network.
Extreme Championship Wrestling One Night Stands 2005 and 2006.
Yeah. And which one of these pay-per-views stood out for you?
I'd say 2005
Yeah,
and 2006.
Yeah, 2005 one was like a bit less predictable, I thought.
Yeah, I think there was more going for it. You had obviously the invasion of the SmackDown brand from WWE and the Raw brand itself.
Yeah.
You had obviously more kind of violent matches.
Blood.
If that's what you were into.
Tables, barbed wire.
And then obviously having Austin come out at the end and calling the WWE brand into the ring and having the 3-for-all brawl
at the end. Yeah.
It's different, but it was good.
Yeah, because all the WWE wrestlers, well, like JBL, Kurt Angle, Eric Bischoff,
Bobby Cannon,
yeah,
Carlito, Edge,
Orlando,
yeah, whatever his name is.
yeah, Orlando Jordan, I think, were all up in the rafters sort of thing and like talking smack about ECW throughout the show in 2005. And yeah, I thought 2005 show was just a bit better than the 2006 show sort of thing. But just moving on to the 2006 show, I was going to talk about a few results. Paul Heyman opened the show. It was Taz versus Lawler. Taz won by transmission. He had the Big Show in there. He came out and beat FBI after FBI pinned Tajiri and Super Crazy. JBL was very vocal, weren't he?
Yeah, he was quite vocal throughout that.
Yeah, but he didn't really get his comeuppance in the 2006 version.
No, not compared to 2005.
Yeah, it's like Eric Bishop in 2005, ECW's one night stand sort of thing. Was the one left in the ring at the end, and when Stone Cold came out after the last match sort of thing, he
which was Dudley Boyz against Sandman and
Tommy Dreamer. Yeah, that was quite a bloody match, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's good. It's really good, to be fair. But there's
yeah,
I think all 4 participants were bleeding at the end of the match.
and there was cheese graters as well.
Jeez.
Graters sort of thing. So that was an entertaining match, but like all the ECW roster came out to the ring after the match, and they called out the WWE participants who were just talking smack throughout the show from the rafters sort of thing. And
well, they were given an ultimatum, really. It was either Arsenal was going to go up and slap the piss out of them, supposedly,
yeah,
or they came to the ring and got their comeuppance.
And that's what happened. He came to the ring, and it ended up being Eric Bishop left in the ring when Mick Foley kind of grabbed Eric Bishop from the
scruff of the neck.
Yeah, from the commentary stand. Yeah, and like brought him to the ring, and like Stone Cold Steve Austin was like the highlight for me in 2005 in the CCW pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it was good to see him in the Sandman, like give me a beer sort of thing.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, even though it was light beer.
It was nice to kind of see Bischoff get 3D'd, and then he had the diving headbutt from Benoit.
619.
619 from Mysterio, and then he basically just turned around and said like, you know, F the ECW,
Yeah.
and then Austin got him up and gave him a Stone Cold Stunner.
Oh, let's talk about Benoit, because like they don't talk about him too much on WWE Network. We would talk about Benoit. Yeah, he shall not be named, but you're a fan.
Yeah, I love Benoit.
He went up against Eddie Guerrero in a bit of a lackluster match, weren't it? Which weren't their fault.
It was a pretty standard match. It wasn't an amazing match, but it was a good match. But the crowd wasn't fully behind it. As you can see, the crowd are kind of like looking at the WWE roster and, you know, just
looking down
basically
the nose,
like chanting towards them. And you could kind of see the frustration build up in Guerrero and Benoit throughout the match. You know, it must have been kind of like hard for them to do what they enjoy doing when everybody else really isn't into it. They'd rather insult other people. But other than that, you know, it was good. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't the best match.
It wasn't the best match, but like it was a bit lackluster.
I think with that kind of match, there was a lot of hype for it. You know, they've been wanting that match in ECW for a while. They finally get it, and then I just don't think it lived up to expectations.
Tell you which match I did like from 2006, the ECW pay-per-view, but you kind of went upstairs at the time, was when it was Edge and Mick Foley versus Dreamer, and was it? Should we just check the results? Sorry about this. Terry Funk.
Yeah, that was good. That's where Terry ended up getting carted away.
He had to be cut out the barbed wire, didn't he, through a table.
Yeah, and then they took him backstage, and then
Lita was about.
He came out with the 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire.
In fire.
Yeah, when he came back.
Yeah, and that was an interesting match. I didn't know the women was a part of it because it was Lita and Medulla. Lita was obviously on Edge's side, and Edge pinned Medulla I didn't know the women were part of the match, sort of thing. Maybe it's something I missed, but like that was a bit. He pinned in a provocative position, which you didn't see.
No, it's ECW though.
Yeah, it's ECW.
Anything happens in ECW.
Anything can happen. And just moving on to 2006, still, just want to talk about the main event. It was John Cena versus RVD, Extreme Rules. Just before that, Eugene came out and the Sandman beat him up with a kendo stick. But the John Cena RVD match, Rob Van Dam match. Well, I think both after watching
Cena wins, we riot.
Yeah, that was a thing, weren't it? But with both of these ECWs, I think if you was an ECW fan, it's going to cut it short now. Is that you would have been satisfied as an ECW fan because like WWE basically got their comeuppance in both of these pay-per-views, didn't they?
Yeah.
So that's the highlight for me, sort of thing, when the ECW made that big comeback, sort of thing, with Paul Heyman being about in the ring and everything.
But I'd say if you're more of an ECW fan, I would suggest One Night Stand 2005.
Yeah, over 2006.
Considering that kind of gives more of like a big FU towards WWE.
Sort of thing.
Rather than just having them lose, you know.
I would get to see Stone Cold.
You get the whole roster coming down to the ring and they're all getting beat up and
yeah.
stuff. So
yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, so we'll leave it at that. One Night Stand 2005, 2006, WWE Network. Both worth obviously checking out, but 2005 was the one that kind of kept us pinned to the screen, sort of thing. It's the winner. See you soon, guys. How far's this into the game then?
I'm really not all that far into it.
So what are you about to play, Merl?
Cuphead.
Cuphead.
Don't deal with the devil.
Don't deal with the devil.
Press any button.
Which is the any button?
I want a tab.
Right, so the enemies come out from everywhere, don't they?
Yep.
Best to let them land, I think. You can shoot in all kinds of directions as well.
See, I always find like the best thing about this as well, you can't even take your time because things will just,
everything's just coming at you, isn't
yeah, everything will just keep spawning.
It's spawning, yeah. Crazy game, crazy. Don't! Give it another go. You've only got like 3 hits, haven't you? Something like health points.
Yeah.
Can you get more health points?
I believe you can.
Yeah, that'd be handy.
You can get like items where it can kind of like decrease your strength but give you more health.
Yeah.
Which I don't, you know, sometimes it's a good idea, but sometimes it's a bad idea.
Oh, shoot! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Just got to keep going, haven't you? Oh! I thought I could go down that. Give it one more go. I'll give it a birdie. Just keep
Thought
going.
ghouls and goblins was hard.
Yeah, ghouls and ghosts. This is kind of in that style, isn't it? Just remember to jump next time, John. You've got to jump up on the platform, don't you? Here we go. Oh! Nearly halfway. Not bad. Freaking hard game. Enough about that anyway. We're going to talk about Cuphead. Cuphead, do you recommend it?
Yes.
I recommend it. Like
Highly recommended.
Yeah, it's a hard game.
Good 2-player.
Yeah, it's 2-player as well.
And it's really good couch co-op.
Is it what?
Couch co-op.
Co-op game, yeah.
Yeah,
co-op.
man.
Yeah, co-op.
It's not very often you come across couch co-op games anymore.
Yeah.
Dead. But yeah, it's nice to see him kind of do like a couch co-op 2-player game.
1930s style cartoon, like Mickey Mouse sort of thing. Yeah, it's an interesting game because like I said, you got to use that dash button a lot, and basically don't, like Ghouls and Ghosts, you just don't stop, do you?
It's very difficult. But
Yeah.
Very good game.
Big bosses.
You're gonna probably break a couple of control pads by getting stressed out with it, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, can imagine that.
But yeah, I can see it working. I can see it being a franchise. I can see there probably being like a Cuphead 2 somewhere down the line.
Yeah. And it started off as a desktop game or something, didn't it?
It started on like a dashboard game.
Dashboard, so.
So, you know, there wasn't like everything behind it, but obviously it got all the hype from the all the E3 presses and everything like that. When it finally came out, obviously it sold like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about it, everybody's playing it.
Yeah, it's online, streaming it, aren't they?
Everyone's like kind of streaming it. There's so many YouTube videos about it.
Yeah, and Twitch.
It's kind of like the hot thing right now.
Yeah.
And the best thing about it is it's Xbox One exclusive.
That's right. And how much did it cost you?
£16.
Oh, so I thought it was more than that.
It's like £16 something.
So only just under 20 quid then, basically.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thanks a lot more. That's Cuphead. We've got coffees, lattes, and we've got Alex Reed, who we haven't seen on this channel for a few months.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
So yeah, are you doing well?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. Yeah. Not too bad.
What you been up to?
Oh, mainly working.
Yep.
As you know, I was down London doing filming for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, can't say what it is. Can't say what it is.
But that was a good project. I've just been paid for it.
Good, good.
I have money for once. Yeah, and then it's just primarily working, catching up with all the new programmes. Obviously, it's Halloween, so I've got to be watching more Halloween movies.
You like Crunchyroll as well, don't you?
Oh yeah, watching all my anime. Yeah, so the new anime season. So watching all the new animes coming out. So
Yeah.
they've been starting for the last 2 weeks. So watching the first 3 episodes of about 6 different animes. So I might give a comment or review of some of that point. Maybe not. Who knows?
Any plans for Halloween or anything?
Now I have a Halloween party planned.
Okay.
Well, I don't. Nephew has.
That's
So
good.
I'm going to hijack his party. Oh, even not watch this. He's having a party. So he's having a party. So that's kind of like the house's Halloween plans. He's having it all, like getting dressed up and everything.
That's
I
good.
may get dressed up, I may not. See what
And
happens.
what's his YouTube?
Mr Theorist. Yeah, so he does theory videos and ideas. He comes up with madcap ideas on various programs from Game of Thrones to Star Wars to, at the moment he's now doing a review of the Saw series for his Halloween month. So he's reviewing all 7 Saw movies, rewatching them, being a bit more critic because he's a big fan. So he's a bit of a fanboy for them, but he's actually going over and being a bit more thorough as for our reviews. And then at the end of the month, we're going to go watch Jigsaw for some reason, and we're going to see what we make a video of that.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
What about yourself?
Just keeping busy. I've been swimming.
Really good exercise.
Seeing Daft Merl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a good lad, really. Just trying to stay above water, as you say, metaphorically speaking.
And literally.
Literally, yeah,
literally.
exactly. But we saw in FOP today. We saw that they had Hellraiser by Steve Lawson, who's a Leicester filmmaker.
Yeah, it's a good film.
And from 88 Films. And yeah, guys, it's just a quick one. But hopefully we'll all catch up soon with Alex and everybody. And thanks for being my guest.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Boy.
Into the latte. In Roebuck's, Wetherspoons. I also picked these up yesterday. Jeff Hardy. Coming up. Matt Hardy. Hardy Boys. Now I'm here with Alex. You're going to see him in a minute. No? Alright. I'm going to have a look at what you've got for me to sell on eBay. Do you just want to...
Okay, what have we got? We have Supergirl.
Volume 1, it looks like.
Volume 1. This seems like a fresh start of the character. I think this is from when they reset the universe in New 52. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Because I don't read comics anymore. Well, not modern comics. I prefer comics from the 1950s to the 1980s. But yeah, we have a Supergirl, which is 1 to 8. Then we have, now this is one of the best graphic novels, one of the best Superman graphic novels that's ever done. This is called Superman Red Sun. Now, the story behind this was a self-contained miniseries, and it's kind of like a what if. What if Superman landed in Russia and not in America?
Hey!
And it is considered to be, it's a masterful story. I don't know who wrote it. Mark Miller, who's famous for doing Kick-Ass. Amongst obviously more famous for doing a lot of various comics. He's a bloody good writer and an excellent read. Now we have Deathlock. Now, Deathlock is one of the lesser-known Marvel characters. If I remember rightly, created in the 1970s. People will look at him and go, oh look, it's like Roebuck, but he came before Roebuck.
It does look, the name sounds familiar.
He's one of the back minor Marvel characters like Blade and Punisher back from that time, and this was a reboot of the character that, when you read it, it feels like it's not connected to the Marvel Universe at all. It feels very separate. It has a very Starship Trooper Robocop vibe about it.
Sci-fi.
I mean, the character actually has been used, because the character was used on TV in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as a minor character.
Yeah, I know you watch your Marvel stuff.
Oh yes.
Don't you?
Now, not a great graphic novel. This is basically a compilation of a few issues that was based before the big comic story Civil War. So this is one of the stories that led up to Civil War. This is not a complete graphic novel. It's more of a prequel or lead up to the big story. It was still a good read. I forgot. Bit of a DC one, but a mini-series which was part of an ongoing bigger storyline, and this was a 4-part mini which involved the Figires, which is Hawkman's race, taking on the Rand, which was the planet that a character called Adam Strange. Adam Strange is kind of like a Buck Rogers type character. There was a guy who he did an experiment and he ended up getting zapped to an alien world and became their hero. Actually, it's more similar to John Carter, if you know John Carter. You ever seen, not the film, that film was rubbish. But
I've heard of the film.
John Carter is a character since the 1940s, if I remember rightly.
But it's based on comic books, isn't it, John Carter?
Yeah, John Carter. Well, actually, no. If I remember rightly, John Carter predates comic books. He's more of a pulp magazine.
Right. Not like,
so when you think of all these kind of like superheroes of Flash Gordon and that kind
of... They came after.
He was kind of like the same era.
Oh, it's the same thing.
But he never became as famous. I mean, they did a film. It was kind of like...
I have heard of the John Carter film.
Yeah, anyways.
Well, maybe even a TV series.
Batman the Outsiders is more of a collected story of the Outsiders, which is a group of superheroes put together by Batman, of weirdos and rejects. This was done in like the 1980s, 1970s. Bad read. And then minor mini-series called Checkmate, which was just 4 issues of an ongoing series, which is...
DC.
Checkmate is kind of like we described it as a government-led kind of group which kind of like was trying to manipulate or control superheroes. They had their own little army. They were connected to Argus and Suicide Squad, but they were more of a separate unit of anti-heroes or superhero type, more meta-power type organisation. That's only 4 issues and not the best reads, and that is everything.
And hopefully we'll be selling these on eBay for Alex at one point. And I can try and help you with that. Are you doing well?
I'm very good, sir. Very good. Yes.
Good.
Yeah, life has put some opportunities in my way of my life will be changing over the next few weeks.
Understandably.
Looking for new acting opportunities.
Good.
A couple of things in the pipeline, but over the summer I'm hoping to be working a lot more. So once I've done some work and I can come back and say what it is I've done and not done, and what I can talk to you about and what I can't talk to you about.
Of course.
There's always stuff I can't talk to you about.
That's fair enough.
Tell me, what have I...
Mr. Secret Agent.
When was the last time I speak to you?
We did something for 60 Seconds to Die Part 3.
Yes, last time we did that little horror short.
We did a horror slasher short thing, didn't we? Which we filmed at my flat. And then...
Which one, as always?
Yeah, and it involved mincemeat and fake blood.
Fake blood, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. Plus also Clown's
I got to kill you, which is great fun.
Yeah, you got to... And I got to meet my demise. I was about to say that.
And I got to talk to someone, which was great fun.
Yeah, you got to torture Dylan, didn't you?
That was good. That was a good film.
That was a good.
Very enjoyable day, that one.
That was
Yes, maybe I've been
worked out well for what it was.
Working, trying to get myself back into the acting scene. A bit quiet at the moment, but I'm hoping for a busy summer. A lot of things potentially on the horizon.
It's only April, so it's still time.
It's still time, and then just continue life and living it as always.
Yeah, positive. Obviously, looking forward. The escalator, like you said.
Oh yeah, things will always drag you down in life. But always remember the one thing that I always have is that life is made up of good days and bad days.
True.
Knowing that you will always have bad days will come. And some of those days will be really, really bad. But remember, to counter that, is knowing you have these bad days, is getting some good days and making good days. Taking a day and making the best of it, turning an okay day into a good day.
Well, what helps me is just personally getting out and seeing people.
Exactly. I mean, you could stay at home and do nothing all day, or you could go, today I'm going to go out and do.
Yeah.
That's what. And it's just the
get up and go. Getting up and go.
Getting out something that's enough to make
change the scenery.
Yeah, a good day into an okay day into a good day.
That's good positive advice.
Now, shall we talk about a particular film that we are both a fan of?
Which one?
Which is the one that you recently purchased and watched.
Oh, Disaster Artist. Yes, of course, I purchased the Disaster Artist, which you saw in my last video. Yeah, we can talk about.
Have you watched it?
Yes.
You have watched it?
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
It was good? I loved it.
I loved it when he... I'll just get mine spoilers. I loved the bit where he...
Spoilers, yeah.
Yeah, spoilers. I like a bit where he forgot his line... Tommy forgot his lines. Tommy/Johnny forgot his lines. And like...
What's his line?
Yeah. What is line?
What is line? Line. Who wrote it? Do you want to rewrite this?
And everybody's like, it ends up like just telling, repeating it to him.
The one thing,
it's funny.
I found the movie. I don't know if other people. It depends. I mean, you always when you watch a movie, you have your own take on it. I found that film inspiring.
I guess
Absolutely inspiring.
It's like Ed Wood. I found that inspiring, the black and white one. Even though obviously Ed Wood Jr. was a bad filmmaker.
The parallels are
yes.
Parallels are there.
He's a modern day Ed Wood in some ways.
Tommy Wiseau is somebody who is, to me,
passionate. Very passionate.
People are always kind of like, it's a total weirdo, no idea what it's about. This is someone who hasn't got a clue when it comes to movies. But this is a person who went out and said, I am going to do this. It didn't matter about his ability or his talent, he didn't care. That's the reason why I'm inspired.
Well, you think about it, he said, let's make our own film. It's just basically what we're doing.
Yeah, basically.
In our own ways. I'm not saying nobody's better or worse than anybody else.
Some people take the
eye beholder sort of
educated route. They go to drama school, they do this course, and this course. Or you can just go, screw it, I'm going to take camera and go out.
Which is more fun.
Which is what he did. I mean, basically, he took £6 million to make this movie that was a total disaster.
Yeah.
But it's
disaster. Artist.
And I mean, the way you saw the weaknesses of him in the film,
especially when he's falling out with his friend, especially with the girlfriend situation. You've got a girlfriend?
Now, the one thing that's kind of like I find interesting is that the film is based on the book written by the actor that played Mark.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
It's very positive and biased. It's his view we are seeing, not the general.
It's not like one-sided, is it? I know you mean.
Like a film. I mean, Ed Wood takes so many liberties with introduction because that's Hollywood for you.
Yeah.
But you can feel that this film was it was his view. It was his story, not Tommy's, and it was his view of Tommy. So some of the things there might be his interpretation.
But Tommy ended up being the hero at the end of it because he was like going. He was like, oh yeah, I'm in on the joke really. I'm in on the joke really.
That was them taking liberty in exactly the same way they took liberties at the end of Ed Wood, where it was shown that
Plan 9 from outer space.
Plan 9 failed in
everywhere.
Failed everywhere. The exact same other ones. Plan 9 didn't become successful until later on. The reaction of the crowd on the first screening was I feel that was a fabrication because yes, it's become like that down the line, but it wasn't like that initially. But they had to show what the film became, so that was a bit of taking a bit of a liberty in that screening. At least as far as I know, because I don't know what the last screening, but that's they kind of felt. But that's Hollywood for you. They will take liberties in telling the story because they have to tell They have to tell the story.
It tests audiences as well.
I mean, the Franco brothers. That was kind of weird. It was the fact that these guys were brothers, and one of them had to play kind of like a show an interest in the other one. So yeah, they put in a good performance there.
And it's Seth Rogen. Rogen.
Oh, yeah.
Rogen, sorry.
And the thing is, you felt that, these guys are they going to make a total comedy? No, they actually told a really good story.
Yeah.
I love the film. Loved it. What are your thoughts?
Enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, especially for the, I guess, like the portrayal, the realism of what it's like. I like films about films making films, like Ed Wood.
Yeah.
There's a few other
there's
films.
some very strong parallels between this and Ed
the
Wood,
parallels,
definitely.
like you said. Like I said, it was about an hour and a half, 40 minutes, or whatever it was, and it was. I liked it that they actually used Tommy in it as well, towards the end of the film.
Oh, he had his cameo, didn't he?
His cameo appearance and stuff like that. And the guy, was it Mark, who's seen through his eyes off, basically? Is it Mark, the character
Well,
Mark?
the character Mark, but I can't remember his name of the actor now.
Yeah, or is it character Mark? Sorry.
I should... Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi Mark, of course, yeah. And I thought what was like getting really tense, but like kind of realistic in some ways, is like, you don't want to become that for filmmaker, the way Tommy was coming across when he goes, oh, you want real? Let's film this sort of thing. And you're thinking, I like that sometimes. Or like, when you film it, I don't want to come across like that. You know, like, are my films that good or bad or whatever? And like, it was
Well,
like,
that's
yeah.
my thought about is the Room is it a bad movie? Yes, it's a bad movie. Does that matter? No, because you can appreciate what he made.
Yeah.
If it was good or bad, I mean, you pick and judge. Good and bad, it's about judgment. Some people say you're good, some people say you're bad. Does that make you one or the other? No, it doesn't. You are who you are. Your talents is what your talent. You make what, and So you shouldn't worry about people saying if you're good or bad. And Tommy Wiseau, well, initially didn't care. I mean, the constant criticism did get to him, and it shows in the film.
You saw that, didn't you?
But he came through.
He went almost insane because of it.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say he was sane at the beginning of it? But you know.
Yeah. And you still don't know where he's from either.
No, and that's what makes him such a fascinating character, such an amazing person. I mean, not like an amazing humanitarian or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But as someone to...
He's an eccentric.
As an individual, he has so much life. At least that's what comes across in his portrayal. Anyway.
We'll wrap this up. It's been a fun vlog. I had a fun night last night. It was an interesting night because... you'll see that at the beginning of the video sort of thing, and you know, you got to realise life is short as well, and and like you say,
stay on the escalator.
You say stay on the escalator.
Keep positive.
Best you can anyway. And just get out, meet a friend, have a coffee. Don't drink too much, don't do anything that I wouldn't do, I don't think. Just keep creative, because we've got to look after each other best we can and create whatever we can out of this world, or whatever we're going towards, whether it be art or creativity, love, peace, or not hippie stuff, you know what I mean, don't you? I think, but I appreciate your support, and hopefully next week we're doing some extra work.
Yeah, we'll be doing a little bit of next week. Yeah.
Good stuff. See you soon, guys. Bye. Happy Monday. In town, I'm with Mr. Alex Reed.
Hello!
But not the cage fighter.
Hello. Not that cage fighter. No, not him. I don't do cage fighting.
Yeah. Just might have to speak up a bit or get a bit closer.
Oh, right, because we are in the middle of town and we are surrounded by noise. Right, so how is John then?
I'm alright, mate.
Groovy.
Just swimming.
Swimming? Yep.
Swimming.
That's how I saw you.
Yeah. Taking a bit of a break from the filming. I know I'm doing vlogs, but I'm taking a bit of a break from the actual...
That's cool.
the actual doing films at the minute. Even though you can rent my films, obviously, on YouTube. So they're in a playlist. I'll leave the link in the card section.
One with appearance by myself. See if you can spot me.
Yes, Alex, you did brilliant in Beyond Macabre.
That was so much fun. So much fun. It was so much fun playing just an evil, psychotic clown.
Yeah. That's right. And with my little brother as well, you was starring aside, tormenting Dylan.
Yes, that was good fun. Good fun.
And
so, what are we up to today then?
we're just gonna chill out, I think.
Yeah.
We're just gonna chill out. Sorry, guys. Gonna chill out, and Alex has brought me a latte, so I appreciate that, matey. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. And I think you're off to watch Jigsaw later on.
Yes, we're going to watch Jigsaw, which then I will be doing we're watching it with Mr. Richard,
Mr. Theorist.
Mr. Theorist, and he'll be doing a online review of it, an instant reaction. He's been doing his reviews. I think he's done his 7th one now on Saw 7. I don't know how many they are. But yes, for my sins, we're going to watch Jigsaw today. Yay!
I'll link it.
Yay! Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Well,
that'll be fun anyway.
Yeah.
And then it's back to work. Yay! Christmas is here.
Yeah. Don't say what job it is because we don't give that away. We don't say that.
Don't say that.
Don't say that. But no, that's cool. We can say that because obviously we don't give out personal details.
Oh, right. That is the rule of YouTube, then.
Well, it's not that. It's just like it's more the fact. It's just like you've got to have a private life somewhere. But just show off some of the stuff that you got today.
Yeah.
If it's
okay, right now, the lovely John here has sold me a few lovely little bits and pieces. So I'll show you. Well, we have fangs.
Yeah.
But that's the hors d'oeuvre to the main event. Hors d'oeuvre to the main event. Is that a mixed metaphor? I don't know.
See what's going up.
What's going on?
In the bag.
First things first. What's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
Okay, right. First things first. We have lovely little
Darryl Dixon.
From
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger figure from The Walking Dead. Nice.
Glad you
I like my dome.
And
then we have Andrea. Probably not the most popular characters in The Walking Dead.
We won't give away spoilers in case you haven't watched Walking Dead in general, but...
Well, as in the popularity of the character.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched it.
She's more popular in the comic book. Yeah, she's more popular in the comic book.
I've never read the comic, so have you read the comic?
I haven't got the comics, but I know she's around in the comics.
Oh, so they made it a bit more... I never thought that she's unpopular. I never thought what made her unpopular. She did make some bad decisions, but she's not a bad
person. Yeah.
What else? We have the governor. Voted, remember rightly, about four years ago, maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Most popular villain in comics. He got more votes than the Joker. Just curious because as a villain, he was a good villain, but Negan.
Oh, I can't beat Negan.
You can't beat Negan.
Love Negan. Negan just makes me laugh every time he comes on the screen.
Remember he played, he was in an episode of Doctor Who?
He was, yeah. Dave Morrissey.
What else have we got? And of course, yes, the man himself.
Rick Grimes.
Good old Rick.
Has he got a bit...
Has he got a gun with a silencer?
Yeah, it's a silencer.
He's got his classic gun, but he's got a gun with a silencer for some reason.
Yeah, and he's got a chain and a machete.
This is a standard Rick Grimes, and it's season 3 or 4, something like that.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
So that's all the Walking Dead figures.
Yeah.
Then we have Transformers Collect Edition now. If you've seen a couple of videos, you know that I'm a big Transformer fan. That's all lovely and nice. So I've got one of those. That's the first issue of the Collect Edition from reprinting Time 2006, which was a UK comic that was printed. UK comic, yeah. And it was done in when I was at school.
87, I think.
Yeah.
After Transformers the movie, weren't it?
Well, just before.
Oh, there.
Because this kind of promoted the movie, the Target 2006 story.
Yeah.
It was about 86, 87, and I remember I was at school when that was printed, so I enjoyed reading that.
Good.
And then we have, there's a couple of Transformer comics, but obviously John didn't give me those, so we won't look at those. We have another Transformer. This is the second one, the Stormbringer, which reprints some of the IDW. Oh no, Stormbringer is... Oh no, yes, that's old, it's not IDW. Deal to lie. I'll have a good look at it. If I remember rightly, that's some of the latter 1988 Transformers. What else have we got?
Yeah, around about the Pretender time sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm not going to come. And there's a poster that came with it. And that's everything. All the lovely, 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 lovely stuff. Lovely stuff.
What are you expecting out of seeing Jigsaw later on as well?
Okay. This is my only prediction in the movie. They're going to do more of a fun, sillier movie. I think that's where they're going to take the franchise. Yeah. That's how it's rest. They were trying to take it a bit too serious, so I think it's still going to be gore, still going to be the same kind of jump surprise at the end. But I feel they're going more for a humour version. I mean, the idea is people are saying, is it resets? Are they resetting the movies? Reboots? Or is it going to be a continuation? And I felt they ran themselves into the ground as the movies got on. So I'm not expecting much from it. And to be honest, I don't think anybody is really. But for the fans of the franchise, I think they will
kick out of it, sort of thing.
Yeah, I think they'll enjoy it. But yeah, I think it's going to be more. It's going to not take itself seriously. I think it's the kind of like. There seems to be a trend in movies at the moment is. Don't be too serious, be more fun. I think we can thank movies like Deadpool for that, because that took, let's make a superhero movie, but make it a fun superhero movie. So I feel
in some ways.
That Jigsaw, to an extent, is going to be a fun kind of, no, it's still going to be a gore horror movie, but a fun gore horror movie. Pretty much how Freddy, when it came to the end, because they were stupid.
Yeah, they kind of got lackluster, didn't they?
They did.
Nightmare on Street.
But they were fun. I mean, yeah, okay, they were.
I think the budgets went down.
They were pretty bad. They were pretty bad, but they were fun movies. But anyway, let me put all that away. Anyway, John, what about you?
Back to me.
Yeah. Well, shall I hold the camera? Hey.
Hello.
Oops.
Yeah, just chilling out with Alex. Of course, it's Halloween coming up. I don't know exactly what I'm doing for Halloween yet. Normally go on a ghost walk. Well, I say ghost walk, like spooky dark nighttime walk sort of thing. I'm going to see how we go this year sort of thing. I've put up videos in the past of the night walks before. Yeah, I'm just gonna, like I said with the films, I'm just gonna just focus on probably just the vlogging at the minute sort of thing. And maybe a few tribute videos.
Yeah, because there's no point trying to push yourself to do movies just for the sake of doing movies. You have to feel inspired and want to do it. Want to do it. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you do need to feel inspired. And like I said, I sold the stuff to Alex as well because like trying to make a bit of money back now. But also on VidMe, so follow me on VidMe as well, which is good. Almost verified on there because I've got 50 followers. Yay! And just keep subscribing, keep sharing, get those views up, etc, etc. Just like what any of us YouTubers do basically. We just try to put ourselves out there, be as honest as possible, and try to raise awareness on some things or certain subjects, or try to get our films out there, etc, etc. And I don't think I'm any different in that way, so I just appreciate everything, guys. So over 2,000 subscribers, been at this since 2009, and obviously I want to continue. But I just want to say happy Halloween, guys. I hope you all have a good one and everything. Oops. Vampire thing. Oh yeah, don't forget to check out Ode to the Night as well, my vampire shorts as well. All good fun, all good stuff. So cheers, Alex. Thank you very much. Hey guys, this is where we filmed Ode to the Night with Dylan, Marie and Patsy and myself, and I'm with Alex again. Hello. How are you, Alex?
I'm good. It's amazing, isn't it, how close we are to town, but how wonderfully peaceful it is.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
It's a nice little...
Yeah. Here you go, Alex. Spooky graveyard. Well, I was trying to think of doing some Halloweeny things, but like this is like what came to mind.
I had this idea of coming here and doing like, oh, let's do it like a fun little video. But now I'm here like
tranquil.
Yeah, it's tranquil, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Recommend it for a nice little
stroll
away from
thinking
town.
about
exactly,
stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to stay in shop there? Is that right?
Yeah.
Stay in shop.
Stay in shop.
Yeah. Hello. And the uni's down there, sort of thing, and just show the graveyard.
So, are we walking?
Yeah, let's just taking the sights. Like I said, this is where we filmed Ode to the Night. Whether I'm going to do a sequel, I don't know yet. But yeah, so
when you made it, so I mean,
Yeah.
Dylan, isn't it? Who I worked with on the
Dylan Knight.
So the two girls, they were actresses. Did you know them from other films?
Well, they did acting in the past. Marie is Merl's of Wrath.
Oh really? I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh right.
I actually thought he had a boyfriend at first, but no. I'm joking.
Well, he's got the beard, so
Yeah.
Anyway,
We love you, Merl. And Patsy is like Merl and Marie's friend.
right.
So lovely gals, lovely people, and like they were just. Merl always said if you ever wanted Marie to film anything, he would, but I never really thought about it. But it's nice to work with other people as well. There's a shout out to Anita who I worked with last year, Anita Dashwood who I worked with last year on the Christmas special in Sam Houston. So there's other people I want to work with eventually down the line, sort of thing. But we'll see how it all goes and stuff like that. Because like this filming business is really hard work. I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate what everybody puts into it and everything like that, and the stuff that you do as well, sort of thing. So yeah, it's quite tranquil down here, isn't it? Let's just show it off again.
Keep walking.
Just keep walking. Obviously, you just get back for Saw. Spooky graveyard, but it's quite eerie at night, or if it's misty.
Beautiful animation.
It is, isn't it? But hopefully we'll be seeing your nephew soon
Yeah.
at the end of this video.
Oh, we might do. Well, we will see when we go back in town. If we
Yeah,
can,
okay, if he's
bump
about.
into him.
If he's about just before the
say
film.
hi, and he can talk about his videos.
Yeah.
What he does.
By all means, by all means.
I remember I used to come here quite often.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, it was when I was in town, I always find, like the end of the day, if I was going to see someone around about 6, 7 o'clock and the town was closing, I think, oh, where do I go? Let's go to the graveyard.
Yeah.
I used to love coming in. Reading
What, a dark night sort of thing?
Well, like
Either,
late evening.
Late
just come
evenings.
here and just have a book on me, read, sit down, chill, with a coffee. It was just like,
Yeah.
it's very relaxing.
Yeah.
A great way to get away. In a graveyard.
It's all good. Ooh. Yes, you are.
There you are.
Of course. Here with Mr Theorist.
Hey.
Hey, he does videos on Game of Thrones.
It's kind of a mix. It goes from the general sort of geekiness. There's Power Ranger videos. There's Game of Thrones, Star Wars. Kind of an range of theories.
Yeah, he mixes it up a bit.
Yeah, and also movie reviews. Just general stuff I enjoy doing for.
Alex, if you could just get in there with Richard. Hey up, guys. You have to see.
Not creepy at all.
No, not creepy. That's all right. As long as you don't do the voice. Oh god.
Hello! You started off again, haven't you? Hello!
No wonder we're getting thumbs down. Not really. Not really.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
Carry
you
on.
want to know, we are going to go watch Jigsaw for my channel. If you are someone who's seen my channel,
Yeah, I'll link
I've
it.
currently been doing the Saw films, little reviews all the way through 1 through 7, and then we're going to top it off with a normal ramble reaction on Jigsaw.
What are you expecting from this?
Yeah.
What do you think this movie is going to deliver?
Oh, right. I'm worried we're going to get something as bad as 7. 7 is pretty bad as the Saw franchise.
Yeah, I think that's the last one I saw. I know it was the last one, weren't it?
Oh, it's a heap of mess.
Yeah.
From the trailer, it looks like it's going to be another 7 film, but it's going to be a heap of mess. But I don't know. The more I watch the trailer,
the problem with like 6 and 7, it was too much about continuity, and you could end up missing a movie and then watching the movie and going, "Who the hell's this? What the hell's going on? What's going on here?"
Oh yeah, because they bring back characters, don't
to
they?
a
bring back
degree though, I
characters.
felt that 6 was good. Like I've done the video recently,
Yeah.
And 6 itself, you feel they were planning on ending it on 6, but then the studio
Yeah.
turned around to them and went,
Well, that's made money. Let's make
No.
another one. But do you feel that's what this movie is going to be? It's going to be, oh, this makes money. Let's bring it back.
yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Do you think it's worn into the ground?
It is, like 6, if they ended it on 6, I think Saw would have had some level of yayness to it. Then 7
It would have been complete.
complete, and 7 just felt like it was they even admitted it themselves, it was 2 films they had an idea for, and they merged it together, and it's a mess.
They rushed it, didn't they? By the sounds
it
of
was just a mess of a movie.
They have a year, they're releasing one every year.
One every year is
And
what
yeah,
they had.
it was more about
Yeah, that's right, that's what they did, didn't
turn
it?
it out, make money, turn it out, make money.
Yeah.
turn it out.
Every Halloween sort of
The thing
thing.
is, they've taken their time with this.
Yes,
maybe they've
been
kind
a
of
long
like-
time.
I think it's 2011 the last one, weren't it?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's been a
it's-
while.
I remember seeing it here as
So
well.
it could be the kind of like, let's step away, kind of get our creative juices flowing and create something that's going to be a continuation, but a new start-on point.
Yeah.
Or it's just going to be the same thing over and over again.
The thing is, what I'm kind of encouraged by it, because we are in a time now where horror is kind of becoming more intelligent again.
Like, obviously, the big box office hit.
Yeah, it itself, like, that's amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think it's a good direction horror's going in. And if they've kind of seen where the recent horror movies have gone, and gone, okay, we tweak ourselves a little bit.
That's what they're doing with
maybe it's
Halloween
gonna be
next
good.
year, right, with Jamie Lee Curtis and like John Carpenter being on board as well.
Yeah, so there's a chance, but as I said, I've seen the trailer and I've just kind of gone, this could be another 7, this could be a mess of a film.
No, I've said before, I feel they may take it in a comedy direction.
No!
Yes, I think that's what they do.
No.
Because comedy is money at the moment.
No!
Or Mr Theorist.
No.
Shall see. Shall see.
We will.
Cool.
When we do our Ramble reaction later.
Yeah, we-
Yeah, and like
gonna be
I'll
fun.
link your channel, all the usual stuff, and appreciate your time, guys.
Cheers, man.
Bye.
Good. Where's Alex? Oh no. Out to the night too.
Hello, Lou. I want to stop the outside. This family's not going to work.